Hello, hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? What's up? Happy Monday. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Whoop! Hi, guys. Hello, hello. How are y'all doing? What's up? How are we all doing? Hope y'all had an amazing weekend. I had a pretty chill weekend, all things considered. Mostly sleeping, I'm not gonna lie. So what are we up to? Anything interesting happening with you guys in chat while we were away? Tell me all about it. I don't know why. I don't know why I decided to. I have a bottle of sparkling water here that I don't know why I decided to. I don't know why I'm still doing it. Fuck it. Bottle go boing. Funny noises. I like funny noises. We chillin'. Over the weekend, I thought I was gonna be a little bit productive, you know, because on Wednesday I mentioned wanting to have a Halloween PNGTuber where I dressed up in a costume, and I tried starting it. I had a little trouble finishing it. I only got like the most basic sketch done, and admittedly, it's not a great sketch. It's an alright sketch. But yeah, because I didn't get it done in time today, I decided to do the next best thing and stream it now so I could turn my procrastination into content. Woo! That's the cheat code to streaming. If you procrastinate a project long enough, just stream yourself doing it, and suddenly, you know, it becomes content. You can profit off of it. Little life hack for y'all. So yeah, today's gonna be, I guess a bit more chill compared to everything else I usually do. I'm not planning on playing any games. I might play games later, but for now, the goal is to try to get some artwork done, you know? I want to at least start working on making a Halloween PNGTuber, and maybe I'll end up taking a detour into some other projects as well. Who knows? We'll see. I've been meaning to draw new emotes for a while. I've been meaning to do a lot of stuff. So, today might be the day I lock the fuck in and get a lot of good stuff done. Who knows? So I guess we'll consider this like a co-working stream, in a sense. So if y'all got anything else going on that y'all need to work on, like if y'all got any writing, if y'all are also artists and are working on... Oh, excuse me. Working on a piece of art of some kind. Oh. Downside of drinking a lot of sparkling water before stream is now I have these little mini burps. They keep interrupting me, goddammit! So yeah, if you have some like writing, some homework to do, if you're drawing, doing like 3D stuff in Blender, coding, whatever y'all need to work on, consider this your chance to work on it and talk about it with me while we work. Because I know I'm going to be talking about my process as I work, because I like to yap about my endeavors as I art, you know? As I art. It's fun. It's a fun thing to do. Congrats on second, and thank you for redeeming your Daily Star cartoonist, and I will hydrate for you. To anyone else that might be listening in chat, first and third are still up for grabs, so feel free to grab those if you are interested, at all interested. And, yeah. I guess we could just, I don't know. Is there anything we all want to yap about for a bit? Anything y'all want to share before I get started? Because I'm a little bit pumped. It's been a while since I've done an art stream, you know? I think it'd be great to show off a little bit. And also, knowing that people are watching me do art will also motivate me to actually fucking finish a project for once. So, you know, I'm gonna... The stream is basically just an ADHD hack for me. Like... I can't do it on my own, so I'm gonna body double with the entire internet. And hopefully I can help other people body double as well. Hell yeah. This is gonna be great. Not fuck it. Alright. Whoop. So, first things we're gonna do. You can see I already have, Oh, wait, you can't actually see my reference tab. Oh, shit. Oh, because it's a separate window. I have my reference tab, chilling, like, up here. But you can't actually see it, so I might actually need to... Yep, there we go. Now you can see my reference. There we go. That's my reference sheet. That's the reference sheet for Star Weaver, by the way. And so far, let's just make sure my pen's working. We're gonna start off with some warm-ups, and then we're gonna dive into trying to get my Halloween PNGTuber done. And before I forget, I need to remember to set the category. Woo! Alright, now we're in the correct category. Hell yeah! Oh, wow, I do not know what fucking melody is playing right now. Alright, couple extra things I'm doing in the background. Make sure I got all my eggs in a basket here. Alright, here we go. I can go a little darker. Alright. Ooh, that one's a little wonky. There we go. I like that song. Alright. Alright. Let's see, am I happy with this sheet of squares, rectangles, and angles, or do I want to keep warming this up? There we go. That's probably enough of those. Let's move on. Something familiar. Do you remember the love of the blinding light? A thousand dreams collide, we make it back again. This is like one of my favorite songs in the playlist, I'm not gonna lie. This song and Drifters, the two songs these two that I use for like my intro, or like the starting soon screen, they're my favorite. Because they primarily inspired most of how I decided to present myself. So this avatar you're seeing in front of you is because of these two songs. The fading wind, heard 1,000 dreams collide. Will you make it back again? Will you make it back again? These tired eyes saw 1,000 worlds collapse. We'll make it back again. We'll make it back. Let's see, is that enough circles? Probably. Alright. This warm-up's gonna look a little bit wonky. But I was recommended this one. Because I did all the other ones, my lines... Oh, so close. See, when I do this one first thing, my lines tend to go, like, all over the joint, and they don't look as good. But you can see how close I'm getting it, because I did the other ones. Hell yeah. It's that last line, though, that's causing some problems. Hey! Smooth! Look at that! And all we knew, muffled warning. Alright, let's make one big one. Whoops. See, this is what it looks like when I don't warm up beforehand. Again, will you make it back again? Damn it. Let's see. Whoop. Ooh, sloppy. There we go. Alright, my precision's feeling pretty good. What if I spiral the other way? Ooh, mix it up a bit. There we go. Alright. I think I am nice and warmed up. Some quick, additional things. Alright. That's probably good enough. Alright. No, alright, so. This is what I started working on. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Not a fan of this. I think... Because I spent a lot of time trying to get it to line up with the proportions here of... my first one, and I'm not gonna lie. I might just abandon what I've worked on so far. And do something completely different, you know? I might just say, fuck it. Yeah, delete that layer. Bring this back. I'm gonna try to do something different. Different proportions, see if I like it. That neck is very long. Shit. I said deselect. Please deselect. Thank you. Come on. Come on, Medibang. I know you can do it. Okay, something's proportionally off, it looks like. I think that's... Let's too wide. There we go, that looks a little better. Still getting the shoulder in there, but doesn't look as... Man. Let's see. Can I manage to not make the thighs look huge? Actually, there's nothing wrong with huge thighs, now that I'm thinking about it. Those thighs are looking pretty damn good. Alright. Okay. That's not bad. If I'm gonna have... arm here, because the Halloween costume I'm putting on Starweaver right now. I'm curious if anyone's gonna be able to guess before I start. Here, that's your challenge. Excluding friends who might be popping in, who already know what my plan is. Curious. Who do y'all think I am dressing up as? Darn, that's right, cartoonist. Because I told you what I'm planning. See, that's the privilege of being my friend. You get to hear about all my wacky stream ideas before I actually talk about them on stream. So, anyone else in chat, your challenge is to guess who I'm drawing. It's me, but you're gonna guess who I'm dressing up as. Wow, I struggled with that fucking sentence for a lot longer than I should have. Is that like a documented thing? Or like, as time goes on, your brain just stops being able to talk good? Like, I swear I don't recall having problems like this when I was younger, where I couldn't word good. And as I get older and older, my brain starts taking shortcuts and combining words together in like really awkward ways where it sounds a little silly. That has to be like a symptom of something, right? Is that a thing that other neurospicy people experience? Because I feel like the longer and longer I go about my life, the less and less I'm able to speak properly. Please tell me I'm not the only one that notices this about themselves. Because, man. Uh-oh. Hold up. That ain't right. What? Okay, if the wrist is here, if that's the wrist... Hold on, if I were... Okay. Oh, the arm might actually be backwards. Or maybe I just have the staff at the complete wrong angle for what I want to accomplish here. Bam, 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 bam. Another sip of sparkling water. Water. Drinking some water. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Alright. I'm getting a secondary reference. Because I'm gonna need it in a bit. Oh, wait, I know. If I'm gonna have the arm going down, I'm gonna have the hand up here. Is this basically just a reverse of my current pose? Yes. Do I care? No. We're going all in. We're gonna have that there. Nope. Shh. Shh. There we go. Nope, not a fan of that arm. That's the wrong tool. Whoops. Alright, I'm just gonna restart that. Whoops, hold up. Fuck, how do I want to hold the staff? I don't actually have a reference for this. Hold on. I need to... Okay, how does this normally get held? Okay. I'm seeing it as mostly shoulder height is where the extra hand ends up. So I might want the hand, like, closer to here. That might make more sense. Which means the arm is most likely going to be going out like that. And then... Ooh, foreshortening! I'm so fucking good at that! I know how to do foreshortening, guys. I am a professional. Something like that, I guess. Ooh, I am... I think that's too long. Hold on. The upper part of the arm is too long. Whoops. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. There we go, something like that. I guess. I don't think that reads very well, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm gonna save that layer. I'm gonna create a new one. Hide this. I'm gonna try a different pose and see if I like it better. What if it's just the same pose? What if I'm just hitting the same pose? I could just do that. could just do that. Hold on. Wow. Okay, get that out of my system. Pose. Cool pose I could hit. Oh, I got an idea. Wait. Oh my god, I just got an idea. The question is, will it be practical for a PNG? Well, we'll find out. Let's see. Head goes about here, give or take, whatever. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. But instead of whoop whoop, get it here. And we have whoop. Something like whoop. No, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm just gonna find that song in the playlist. Hold on, where is it? You. Removed. I have removed that song from the playlist because I don't actually like it. And I'm tired of having it pop up. Like, maybe? Hold on. Okay. Really want to get, like, her chest puffed out. Like, I really want to sell that the chest is puffed out. Nope. That's not gonna read very well. I have the shoulders. Have the hand kind of over here. Other arm kind of goes behind. Whoop. I really don't think this is super practical. That head is entirely in the wrong spot. Whoops. Maybe? I don't know, what do we think? We have a stationary one, we have sitting on the staff. Bam, 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 bam. I guess that's the question. What do I want her to be kind of stationary? Because this will be easier to set up in a program like PNGTuber Remix or Plus or whatever I end up deciding to do. Like, a stationary pose like this will be easier to set up, probably. And I can reuse assets and all that depending on how much separation I create. However, something like this where I'm having a little bit of fun with it. Okay. Hold on. New idea for this. Instead of pushing the chest out, because that's not great. There we go. Whoop. And whoop. We have, instead of out, we have her kind of hunched over a bit. Because, like, if you're riding on a staff and you stick your, like, body out like that, yeah, it looks fun. It looks kind of sexy and all that, but, like, that's not very practical, is it? Because I feel like that just throw your balance off. Actually, like, trying to, like, stay a little bit low to the like, where your center of gravity is probably the better call. In terms of, whoops. How you'd want to be sitting on which will mean a lot of overlap, which might be a bit more complicated, but honestly, I think something like this would be better. Like, actively flying, I think, would be better for, like, the overall, feel of what I'm trying to accomplish. You know? And if she's hunched over, I can actually maybe cheat the legs a little bit. Ooh. Hold on. Hold on, let me cook. Let me cook. I think I got... If I have... Thigh going this way. Knee. Hold on. I didn't quite work out the way I wanted it. That's fine. Okay, the leg needs to be much higher up to pull off the pose I have in my head, which means this is gonna have to get a lot closer to the staff, which is fine. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, no. If she's bent over this way, having her legs pointed that way isn't gonna make sense. Damn it! Okay. Pose failed. It's fine. I'm gonna have to do what I did earlier. Which is still good. Hips, more or less there, I guess. I guess, more or less here. bit of foreshortening, maybe? Foreshortening, something I'm so good at. Yo, let's go. Dun, 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 dun. That might be a bit too extreme, actually. Shit. Alright. I've decided this is the pose we're going with. This other pose is great and all, but I think this is more fun. So I'm gonna just get rid of that layer. And we're gonna work off of this. We're working off of this. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's start fresh with the staff. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Have it on a separate layer so that hopefully it'll be a little easier to manage. And I can move things around as needed. There we go. Let's see. I guess the real question is, ooh, I don't think I thought too hard about the angle. Are we looking up? Are we equal? Or are we looking down? Shit, that's gonna change everything. Because if we're looking up, then this is probably gonna look a bit more like straight on. The head, we're gonna see the bottom of the chin. Like, hold on, let me... So if we're looking up at her, right? The chest is probably gonna look a lot more like head on. The legs are gonna overlap a lot more. Right? Because we're looking up from the bottom. And we're gonna see more of the like bottom of her chin like that as she's flying. Whereas like this is more like, I guess kind of looking straight on. Like straight ahead would probably be more hunched. Legs would probably be like here. Probably. This is not like super accurate proportion wise. I'm just trying to get a point across. Hunched over. Head would be straight on. I'm not gonna lie, that one looks a little goofy. Whereas looking down, we'd see more of the top of her legs. So that's the question. What angle are we gonna be looking at this from? Hold on. I'm gonna pull up a new... Nope. I'm gonna pull up a new canvas here. So I can see... So I can figure out what the hell I want. Okay. Okay. Really need to start thinking. I need my brain to kick into high gear for a bit. So I kinda need it to work right now. Okay. Trying to think. Okay. Let's... Okay. If the angle is going to be looking up, like from an upper angle looking down. Staff is here. We're gonna see more of like her thighs here, probably. There we go. This would be tucked under a bit more. Her body would probably be there. That would be where her chest kind of is. And her head would be like that. There we go. So that would be like if we were looking at it head on. Or like, not head on, fuck. If we were looking at it from the top. Her chest would be a lot more pronounced because that would be the first thing. It would hide most of her abdomen and we'd see most of her thighs. That's what that was. If we were looking at it like straight on, like this, where we were on par with, like give or take, what would we, if she's hunched over, like balancing on the staff. Okay, so her head would still, it'd probably be a similar case with, like, the head to shoulders, where, like, the head overlaps a bit, because she is leaning forward, right? She's leaning forward, whoa. Head, whoa. Like, kind of the chest area we gotta account for because I got a chest. Arms out like that. Whoa. More of her abdomen would be seen. Her hips. That would mean the knees would probably start up here, probably. And yeah, it would be about here, and then the head would probably maybe not intersect as much, like a little bit, but it's not going to be as extreme as if we were like looking at it from down, you know? Something probably akin to that. Whoa, we're looking this way. Awesome. If we were looking up at the staff. Let's draw the staff. Again, her legs would be most prominent, probably, but her knees would probably be out here. We'd see primarily the calf and her foot. We'd see a little bit going back here, probably, give or take. Again, chest would be visible, but instead of the chest overlapping the legs would be overlapping the chest. And 1 second, I gotta start moving shit around to make room. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. I'm gonna stick her over there. That's a good spot. That's a good spot. That'll... We'd see... her jawline. We'd see the under bit of her jaw there. Because she would be looking off to the side like that. These are not my best drawings, but these are just to illustrate a point. So which one of these angles would I prefer? And of course, this is only accounting for one of the angles. If we decide, instead of having the staff like pointing that way, we have the staff pointing like closer to the camera. Like, instead of... Okay, I don't know how to describe this with 2D. Okay, so instead of the staff going this way, it'd be getting, like... Okay, camera. Here's the camera, where we're viewing it from. Instead of the staff going this way, we have it going towards the camera, and we see more of, like, the profile of her body. And the head would be much more forward. Actually, I think that would work. Hold on. Let me rearrange some stuff real quick. Okay. First thing there. Awesome. Whoop. Up here. Okay. Okay, cool. I clicked okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'm moving you closer to here. Awesome. Okay. So this is like the bare basics of how the angle would be. I think what I want is facing up. I want this angle, but with instead of the staff going this way, I want the staff going so we can see a bit of everything behind, and it'll look a little bit more balanced, I think, if we can see like where she's sitting relative to the staff rather than the staff just kind of there, you know? So if, like, we say her ass is there, we have this, we can have a bit of the back. That is not an accurate silhouette. Oof, hold on. I can do better than that. I can do so much better than that. Hold on, let me cook. There we go. We have hips. Whoop! There we go. There we go. And we can see the legs hooking over the staff a bit more. Whoa. And if we assume the shoulders are going to be here. Have that. Okay. I'm not doing a good job of drawing this, am I? Fuck. Hold on. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna pull up my posing website real quick. Alright. Give me a sec, y'all. Ooh, is there a preset sitting pose I can use, maybe? Okay, there we go. Alright, this is gonna be quick and dirty because I don't want to keep y'all waiting while I do this thing. Hold on. Fuck. Only thing I dislike about this website is how fucking jank it is. Are there multiple fucking cylinders? Oh, god damn it. I didn't ask for multiple. This website. It's so useful, but it's killing me, bro. Okay. Rotate. You soon. Okay. Rotate. Rotate. Move. Rotate. Awesome. There we go. More like there. Okay, hold on. Scale. There we go. There's a way to move the... Nope, not that one. Okay. I think I got something similar to what I want this pose to look like. Hold on. Control V, Control T, there we go. So this is just one of the preset, this is literally just one of the preset, poses, and the staff just kind of dropped in there, but something along the lines of this is what I'm looking for. So if I were to replicate that, staff, wow. Okay. Okay, hand. Okay, shoulder. The shoulder's actually probably. The shoulder is, hold on. Because she's sitting upright, I didn't account for that. Whoops. So instead of it being upright, if I were to have her hunch down a bit, maybe the shoulders would be a bit further down? Hold on. I only thought to move the head. I didn't think to move the body. Oh no, why did I do that to myself? Fuck. Hold on. Hold on. I closed the tab like an idiot. God damn it. Hold on. I'll find it. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Oh no, that's not the right one. Wait, what the fuck? Where's the pose? There we go. That's the pose I want. But she's gonna be hunched down. Her head is gonna be turned up like that. The arms are gonna do whatever the fuck they want. Hold on. I need to get... Hold on. God, this website is so fucking jank sometimes. Why am I doing this to myself? Hold on. Let's rotate position, rotate. Okay. Nope. Whoop. A bit more substantial, I think. Okay. Hold on. Okay. That arm's gonna go behind. Okay, I know it doesn't look like I'm doing much, but I swear I am... I swear I'm doing stuff, guys. Come on. There we go. Okay, I think I got it. more or less. Fuck, hold up. Okay, this is gonna look a little jank, but I think I got something a little closer to what I want. There we go. That's a lot closer to what I want. There we go. So, okay, let's lock in. Let's lock in for a second here. If staff is at that angle, right? Shoulder is up here. Leg is... Okay, the knee is actually up here. Woo! We're gonna have the hand like it's coming up underneath, because it is at an angle, she's leaning forward and she's holding on to it like that. Other arm's gonna be kind of like there. Something kind of like that, maybe. What do y'all think? Any opinions? Oh, of course, ads start the moment I start asking for input from chat. Love that. I'm doing great. Okay, so something kind of akin to that. So let me... Struck with ads. I know, it's really poor timing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. All right, so yeah, see y'all in about 3 minutes. I'm doing great. Thank you for the hydrate, cartoonist. Take another sip of my sparkling water here. Literally the only sparkling water I've liked so far. You know how, like, most sparkling waters, like, they say they're flavored, but, like, it's the LaCroix style of flavor, where they get a bunch of people who've never tasted a specific fruit before and have them describe what they think it tastes like, and then they distill it into, like, an extract and then dilute the fuck out of it, and that's what the flavoring is. Now, this sparkling water actually fucking tastes like something. There's, like, an actual flavor to it. Yeah. Alright. Let's actually lock the fuck in here. So. She is leaning over staff. Collarbones are probably going to be about here. Her neck is gonna be about here. Is that head in the right position? I don't think that head's in the right position. I don't think I put the head in the right spot. Hold up. Let's fix that. Alright. Welcome back from ads, everybody. They should be wrapping up just about now. So sorry that that happened the moment I asked for y'all's input. Okay. Okay. Shoulders are gonna be here. Okay. Knees are almost on par with the bottom of her chest. So like about here probably is where I want to draw where the knee, or this one knee goes at least. I'm seeing clearly for the first time today. I woke up feeling more alive. Oh, whoops. Hold on, that's at the wrong angle. Turn around. Baby, turn around. Other knee ends up here. And about here. I'm not. I just realized. Oh god. Oh no. My hotkeys. I put the stick through her cheeks. Oops. That's not even like through her cheeks. That's just her entire thigh. Oh, that's not good. That's probably not good. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's real unfortunate. Anyways. I'm gonna not have that go directly through, okay. Round that out a little bit more, I think. Okay. So if we have the staff going through here, right? Things in focus now. I'm gonna need this to be a little shorter because whoop, woke up feeling more alive. Turn around. Hand here, probably close to the top. Something like that, give or take. Whoop, 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 bam, 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 bam. And I like pointing the toes of my character. I just like doing it. It's... I don't know, it just feels right. You know? A little bit pointed. There we go. Looking good. That hand is not proportional to what the rest of the body should be. Which means the arms are probably not what they should be, meaning I need to thicken them up a little bit. Especially this one. Whoop! There we go. There we go. I like that. Alright. This is your final chance to guess what character I am choosing to dress myself up as. This is your final chance. Going once, going twice. Any guesses? Any guesses in chat? No? Alright. Then I guess I'm gonna just start drawing and y'all will figure it out. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have that Chrome tab actually open over here. Whoa! Ah! Whoop! There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And all right, let's see if I can pull off this. Whoop. She's got those big earrings, yep. Whoop. There we go. Kind of teased up the side where you can kind of see the shavies. Or the shavies. The shaved bit underneath. Let's see. Whoop. There we go. Something along those lines where it's a little bit more. Yep, that's probably good. That's probably good. So, whoop. And, ooh. The boots have a tip on them like that. Okay. Ooh, bit of a... Okay. Interesting. things going on with the heel. That's too dramatic of an ankle. Ankle? Angle. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Boots are good. Hair. I'll come back to the hair. Okay, if the skirt starts here, okay. Which means whoop. Probably pinch down here, meaning ooh, I did not think through. Oh, I did not think through. Oh no, I did not think through how the posing would work with the skirt. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done to myself? Crap. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna make it work. So we're gonna have it kind of and we're gonna have it kind of tuck itself over the step. I guess that looks terrible. Okay, we're gonna try that again. Because the tricky thing about the skirt is it's kind of split up the middle and there's like an extra panel underneath. So it's not a solid skirt I can like pinch at the knee and like fake. No, it's something that's gonna have to come over the knee like this. The extra panel will probably flare out there, whereas this will have to something along the lines of that. No, that's too low. That's too low of a hem. Hold on. The hem's not that short. Or not that short, but long in the front. I mean, it's probably going to be about here. That we start seeing things like the fabric. Unless, hold on, if I whoop and have the rest of that go here, because I'm gonna have the rest of the dress be visible over here, because the staff is going to kind of pinch it in a way. Because the staff, okay, oof. I'm really trying here, guys. I'm genuinely trying really hard here. Something along the lines of that. That's not what that's supposed to look like, but it's fine. Alright, I'm gonna come back to that skirt, because that skirt's gonna bother the fuck out of me. I do not see a ring. I know she sometimes has a big, bauble ring. I don't see it, so I'm gonna... I'm gonna have it not be as, prominent. There we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. There you go. Okay. So this needs to be changed. That's not correct. If I'm gonna have her, if the shoulders here, then okay. Maybe round that out a little bit more. Hold on, because that's not the right place for that to be. Okay. There we go. And it's... Okay. I'll have the fabric kind of go over here a bit. Something like that. Okay. It's a little rough now, but... we can work with this. Okay, we can work with this. Golden arch. Ooh. Wavering voice a little bit. Whoop. I know that everything's in focus now. I'm seeing it clearly for the first time. Let's see. Oh, wait. Season 2, she ditches the earrings. So those earrings aren't... Well, there's not much going on there. I'm just gonna let her have it. Flying on staff. I'm looking up some very specific... space dust. I'm looking up some very specific... Okay, how do people draw... Oh, okay. That's a good... Ooh, that's a really good reference, actually. Okay. Oh, that's how that's drawn. Okay. So I have the staff drawn completely wrong. So the wings take up a lot more of... So it's still kind of hexagonal at the top, but... the wings. There we go. Okay. But that means, oh, but the wingspan means we won't see Owlbird. Damn it. Hold on. Hold on. It's gonna look a little lopsided. But I want the full wingspan to be visible. It's gotta be visible if I'm gonna... Ah, crap. Nope. Okay. Try again. Gonna make the wingspan a little bit smaller. Purely because I want it to fit on the canvas. Because if I don't, it's not gonna fit. So, about there is probably gonna be where I wanna, okay. There we go. There we go. Funny staff, let's go! Alright, and now I can actually fix up some weird... Okay. We're gonna have the fabric actually... Okay, if... Let's say it's here. Whoop. I guess that's good. I do kind of have her boots stick out a bit more than they do in the show, but hey, adds a little bit of whimsy, I think. You know? I like it. There we go. Whoop. Staff's there. There we go. Look at the little guy. I love him. There we go. Just really trying to get the hair right. Whoop, 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 whoop. 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 Kind of windblown. Get my baby hairs in there. There we go. Other earring. Might not actually be visible from this angle, I'm not even gonna lie. That might actually be a little bit... There we go. Whoop. There we go. That's pretty good, I think. Mm-hmm. There we go. Maybe... Okay, that's better. I'm still not in love with how the skirt looks. Something... I might need to find more references off stream to try to figure that out. Because that's going to bother me. In the meantime, let's figure out... Okay. There we go. Ooh. Oh, that's rough. Ooh, that's rough. That's, okay. Gonna need to work on the hair a bit. But I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out so far. All right. How to proceed from here? Are there any... Surely there are frames from the show of... Wow. Google Images, you kind of suck right now, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I'm not getting a lot of good references, so this... gonna need to be addressed. Let's try to fix this. Okay, so if the staff is coming from here. Maybe I angle the staff ever so slightly differently? Hold on. So instead of it going, like, really up there, it's... Hold on. Okay, so instead of the staff being, like, right there, we have... the staff going more this way. Nope, that's still pretty. I'm just gonna have to move the entire staff down. Because that's the only way I'm getting this bit of fabric to look good, I think. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna trace over what I've done so far here. Okay. I'm gonna move him down. So hopefully that means the angle of the staff is not going to be as harsh. Which will hopefully mean fabric won't be as... the fabric won't be as much of a problem. All right. Let's try and fix this. Whoop, whoop. Maybe... let's see if that solves. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to think this is getting a little too complicated. While this is good, I think this is a little outside of what you would want. Because I'm spending so much time trying to fix it that by the time I fix, like, the problems or, like, getting references and stuff, Halloween's gonna be over and I'm not gonna be able to use this as like my as a PNGTuber. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take what I have so far. I'm going to take a screenshot of it. And instead of this being a PNGTuber, I'm going to save this as an illustration. I'm going to save this as an illustration. And I'm going to try something different. Because I'm running into a lot of roadblocks and I kind of want to get this done. At least the sketch done tonight. So I can continue working on it and have it ready for the rest of October. Alright. Save that. Alright. That's saved. Awesome. So all these are cool and all. But ultimately, it's not what I need. I'm gonna need something a lot more simple if I'm gonna get this done. So, back to the drawing board. Maybe I just... I have the staff a bit more prominent here. It's gonna look similar to what I already have, but I think I can get this to work a little bit better. Boop. That head's too high. Let's fix that. Whoop. There we go. Awesome. And why did the music stop? Whoop. Why did I not have loop on? What the hell? Alright. Problem solved. Let's go. Alright. Let's start actually trying to get this to work. Whoop. There we go. That head, I think, is too big. Let's fix that. All right. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, that already looks a lot more like how I want it to look. There we go. It's basically a redo of my current pose, but fuck it. Fuck it. I want this done before the end of the month. So we're doing this. There we go. There you go. Ooh. So the sleeves cut off. Goes it here. And technically, the season 2 dress does not have earrings, but she needs something. The hair doesn't go over her ears anymore, so she needs something there. bam, bam, bam. I love how terrified that eye looks. Okay, there you go. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that looks... Hold on. Something ain't right here. Hold up. Maybe, I don't know. Let's run with it for now. Let's refine this. Darken this up a bit. Rah. There we go. Alright, let's do this. There we go. Whoop. There we go. I think I made the hair somehow too big, which is not usually a problem for me in my art style, but might need to be toned down just ever so slightly. Because admittedly, I do not have as much hair as Ida. Oh yeah, I never said it. I'm dressing up as Ida. I'm dressing my little avatar up as Ida for this Halloween because I thought it'd be cute. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my gosh, I love it. There we go. Hopefully that makes thing look a little bit more proportional to what it should be. There we go. Okay, I think part of what's making this look wrong is the fact that I have not drawn in. Oh, I've not drawn in any of the, like, they're not gonna show out like crazy, but you know, still gotta be something there, you know? So I think I'm gonna try to include some stretch marks where the abs would be. Because I think that'd be kind of... There we go. Alright. I mean, I guess I like the pose. I like what I got so far, but I think it needs a bit more refining. So I've been drawing and staring at this for a while. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a quick break. We're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna get up, stretch, do some stuff. Y'all can get up, stretch, get some water, snacks, whatever y'all need to do. I'll run ads in the meantime since, you know, nothing's gonna be happening. And I will see y'all in a few minutes. Whoop! Alright. Welcome back, everyone. Whoop! Alright, that break actually worked out really nicely for me because now I can go in a couple of weird things popping up that I can fix. There we go. Immediately, like, that popped out as a weird thing. That break was a good idea. Alright. Let's... There we go. Get the hands. All right, I'll work on that later. Awesome. What else? Okay. The little shoulder bumps I think are a little too... They're a little too angular, so what I need to do, I think, is if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna have them pointed down a bit more. Let's see. Oh, I kind of like that. There we go. Okay, so... Alright. The hair, I think, might need to be a little bit bigger. And I'm gonna need to include some of it on this side because it looks a little empty over there, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so with that, I'm gonna make a sketch layer. Whoop. Hello, pen. There we go. I'm gonna use... This isn't the line art yet. But I just want to refine a couple of details. Ooh, nope. Nope, nope, nope. That's not right. Because as nice as the pencil I'm using is, it's a little bit... I don't know. It's got too much stuff going on. It's a little hard to make out specific details I want. So I need something that's not gonna clash too much. Let's see. That nose is too angular for what I want it to look like. Hold up. see. Whoops. Ah! Whoop. I think... Hold on. Hold on. Let's try this again. Because something isn't quite... There we go, that looks a little bit better. Whoops, nope. Nope, that's not quite right. There we go. There we go, that looks better. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I think that's more or less what I want here. Dun, 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 dun. Bam, 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 bam. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. What? I thought I removed this from the playlist! What the fuck? I swear I removed that. Guess not. Oh well. Hopefully next stream it'll be gone for good.
Shadows causing an outbreak of wishing
There you go. That's not bad. There we go. We're getting there. Alright. Took us a couple tries, but I've been staring at this for a bit longer than I thought I was going to be, so I think with that, I'm gonna start wrapping it up. That took more brain power than I was expecting, but I'm quite happy with how far we got. I got a potential really cool illustration in the future, and hopefully I can separate this art out into the pieces I need to make it into a proper PNGTuber. So with that, I'm gonna throw my social media in the chat. So that way, if you are interested in following along with any of my art, any updates on streams and stuff, you can follow me on Blue Sky and Twitter. That's primarily where I'm going to be. I have a VOD archival channel, so if you missed out on some VODs and you want to catch up, that's the place to find it. What else? I have my main YouTube channel. Admittedly, not much is happening there, but I am hoping to get that going very, very soon. So, if you are interested in following along, feel free. But with that, I think I'm gonna head out for the night, y'all. My brain is fried from doing all that thinking about how things are supposed to look. So, I'm gonna go lay down for a bit. For the rest of y'all watching, make sure y'all get a snack. Make sure y'all take care of yourselves. Hydrate. What else? Take a nap if you have to. Any medication you may need. All that good stuff. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. No matter how big or small that little step might seem, it's still a step towards... fuck. No matter how big or small that piece of self-care might be, it all adds up into a better and healthier you, so that's your homework. Take care of yourself. In the meantime, I will see you all Wednesday for whatever I decide to do then. And in the meantime, this is Starweaver, signing off. Bye, guys! Take care! Bye!